Bulldogs have taken over the hallowed ground between the hedges, and you know the dogs are ready to bite. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollack, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism, it was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the honey badger before the honey badger, but playing D-line.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
That's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Garrison. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looks as if he's going to run it. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The Bulldogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Good timing on the quick out.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Snap it to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. On the option. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Quick release by the QB. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Ferguson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. At this Bulldog offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Looking to the big tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
It's complete. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You've got to have your ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Garrison. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Dogs with the 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Finds his man. It's Ferguson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it.
Touchdown, Dogs! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Missouri is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 14 to Oklahoma. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Knight. Get it out on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
I gotta tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, getting a first down. That's how you do it.
This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Aurora. At the 35, he's open. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it a receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. You can tell it was the running back, and they took advantage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Cunningham. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball because it is a long way to the end zone. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Makes the grab. It's Ferguson.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
And the Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Got room on the return. The tag. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Ferguson. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Fires on the move. Complete to the right. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic, throwing the football down the field.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Georgia ready to dive it up on another first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Got to like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive numbers.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Calls his own number. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The play didn't get enough yardage, but thanks to the penalty, they will have a fresh set of downs here. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Grabbed on the outside, it's Bryant. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ferguson. And he used that stiff arm as a sledgehammer to bludgeon his way to a few extra yards.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
The Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And the field goal unit is on the field. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Knight. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Rides the back on the option to give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
You threw the incompletion. You've got 4th down in your own end, but you want to keep the good times rolling, right? Things have just been getting better and better early in this game. You kicked a field goal, then you got a touchdown. You don't want to punt right here. So if I'm the offensive coordinator, it's really, really hard. You're begging your coach to let you stay on the field here and try and convert this 4th down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Garrison. Found a little room out of the wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Dogs in a good spot here with second and short. Now the play fake. Starts to scramble to the left. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And I'd like to see the receivers do a better job fighting to get open on that scramble play. The quarterback's flushed out. He's working to his left. You now need to break the route off. You got to run with him. Someone's got to go down the boundary. Someone's got to come back to the quarterback and give him a place to go with the ball.
He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Got him, and nobody's close. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. Get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That changes the sequence, doesn't it? Like, you think first and goal, maybe I can pound this several times, and now you get the loss. Now you got to rethink things a little bit. Do I want to throw the football now? Do I feel comfortable even running the ball? So that was a big stop for this defense on first down.
Motion from the wide receiver. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, it's Knight. He's going for it all. Pass was incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought... The end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Off the play fake. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Finds his man. It's Blythe. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And the Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. Under fire. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He might want another play. On third and long, they need a big completion. Looking deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Running free. 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Dogs!
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Missouri is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 14 to Oklahoma. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. He'll pitch it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But This offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Unloads it left. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get...
Time to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
There's the pressure. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Leaves it with the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Cunningham. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
To the air, it's Knight. Finds his tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. Dropping back, it's Knight. Intercepted deep in his own end. The ball pops out. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Motion from the back. They'll try to get the edge on the left. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Dropping back, it's Roy. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Really good coverage by this defense. It's hard to play that slant route. These big bodies, wide receivers that are coming in, it's a timing throw with the quarterback, but nice job getting his hands on the receiver, making it hard for him to catch it and batting the football down.
Trying to get the edge on the toss. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Fired in there, but incomplete. So now it's second and long. from the gun to give, looking for room. Across the 25. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And he puts through the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Knight. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up at this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Fires to the big fella. Still running up the 40. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Here's a snap, ready to cut one loose. Complete on the comeback. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
It's a reverse. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Looking for a man. It's Knight. Throwing right. And they can't make the connection on third down.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback and his intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Fires to the right. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Returns it down to the 47-yard line, and his defense thrives on taking the football away. And now the offense will come onto the field again. And they can't make the connection.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Trying play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Wants to throw. It's nice. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Richard. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it. Got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Soft spot in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. From the red zone, looking for a man. Here comes the heat. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a gap. It's Whitaker. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
This crowd rising up, sensing that his defense needs some help. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. It's picked off, and that's number 10. All down at the 18-yard line, a solid return after that interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. On the move, he fires. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
Back to throw, it's Roy. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Wants to keep it in the air. They'll run the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
And, man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
Absolutely perfect. And now the lead's extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Pulls it in. It's Cunningham. Breaks into the open. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To throw, it's Knight. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Man, what a break on the football. He read that the whole way. He just couldn't finish it. You know he saw the end zone. He saw the grass in front of him to break on that and maybe take it to the house, but it's a missed opportunity.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Mississippi State right back to the line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Catch in the middle, it's Whitaker. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted for the 11th time. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 30. Inside. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave them some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Knight. Throws to the tight end. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And this defense has put a game together. Now, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense, they've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready, they were fast, they were physical. They dominated this football game today.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Gets the back moving. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. 3rd down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up 4th.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Oh, it's loose.
Out of all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
Complete to the left. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but is held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Mississippi State going up tempo. Looking to pass. It's Knight. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. And man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.